In 2009, Cartoon Network joined the wave of MMOs for kids. And somehow, it was one of the most insane crossovers to exist. I'm talking every early 2000s cartoon character, even Courage. But there was one small problem. For the first year, you had to pay to get in. Now me, being little Timmy, with exactly 67 cents to my name, and internet that would only work if you touched it just right and stopped breathing, I didn't have money for a monthly subscription. So I did what every other kid would do in my situation. I begged my parents. Relentlessly. Keep in mind, they were still recovering from the housing crisis. Morale was low. And there I was, asking for a monthly subscription for a game that would probably not even load. Yeah, that didn't happen. But then, something changed. The MMO gods blessed me. Shout out Netanyahu! The game went free to play, and I was able to experience what I think was the most underrated niche game in my entire childhood. And today, we're going to be finding out if that game was actually fun, or if nostalgia completely pulled one over on me. Now, like most MMOs, Fusionfall eventually went down. This is due to a few reasons, such as adult scamming kids. There's really no money in it. And really, I think Cartoon Network was just over it. I remember being devastated when it went offline. I tried everything I could to hack my way back in. Keep in mind, I was 7 at the time. So my hacking consisted of typing in Fusionfall to Google and hoping for the best. But the community didn't give up either. Over the years, there's been quite a few attempts to bring the game back. Projects like Fusionfall Retro, Fusionfall Legacy, and the one still standing, Open Fusion. Now, the first two got hit with cease and desist orders, but for some reason Open Fusion's still up, and honestly, I'm not complaining. When you log in, you can choose between the OG server and something called Academy. I was really here just to relive my childhood, so I went with the OG. When I clicked play and spawned in, the server was dead. And I mean like dead. But every once in a while, you'd see little bits of proof that I wasn't the only one. In fact, there was even a guy who had done the same race as me the same day. Someone else did this today? That's crazy. So I guess you could say I'm not the first one to play in 2026. The moment I spawned in, nostalgia hit. It was just like Bane hitting the Venom. Suddenly, I was 7 years old again, yelling, "Mom! Mom!" while she stood in the corner, quietly stressing about the housing crisis. Now, if you've never heard of Fusionfall, I'll quickly break down the lore. Pretty much there's this green guy, Fuse. He's an alien. He comes to Earth and makes everything green, and he starts cloning all the different cartoon characters to make them evil. So the cartoon characters become like the Avengers. They make a rebellion to fight against Fuse, and you, the player, join them. And when you kill the evil green clones, you get what's called nanos, which are pretty much the game's magic system. So cute. They explain it with some type of Dexter, Fuse, whatever, but it's pretty much what spell slots are in other MMOs. Overall, I think the game aged pretty well. Sure, there's been some things like the cease and desist drama, the lack of players, and everything kind of like that, but the core game still kind of holds up. The gameplay's pretty solid, the references are there, the maps are a little basic, but it still keeps my smooth brain pretty entertained. I actually played it a pretty good amount on stream, and even offline I'll go on there every now and then when I'm bored. And to be fair, it was a kid's game. Well, now it's more of a game for adults that are chasing that nostalgia high. But so honestly, on the scoreboard, I think I have to give this one credit. Fusionfall was just a good game. And if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And why not hit that bell button too while you're at it? Because if you don't, it's time to go to bed. I'm going to grab you from underneath the covers and pull you under. Bye! Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me.